What's good, everybody? It is Casey Walker 805. I guess I got to do the same intro everybody else does. Casey Walker 805, back at you with another video. Yeah, I feel like that one's used up, so I'm just gonna keep saying my name is Casey Walker 805 at ymail.com. Email me if you want the phone number. Get at me. Got some pickups on a budget, man. So if you don't see nothing fancy in here, that's cool, because I don't see nothing fancy in here either. Just some cards that I like. Huge fans of the Allen and Ginter and the Gypsy Queens. Some years more than others, but so this is an Ozzie Smith, obviously from the Allen and Ginter. Beautiful card. Love that card. There is a Carl Yastrzemski out of the Allen and Ginter. There's a Gypsy Queen, the splendid Splinter himself, Ted Williams. I think my dad went to school with him. Those are jokes. I'll be here all week. Jeff Kent rookie. I heard some people talking about him and his numbers and whether they thought he would get into the Hall or he would just go down as a great player. I think it's the latter of the two, but he definitely was there during the steroid era. So not as sure what was him, what wasn't him, but he has great stats and he played for the Los Angeles Dodgers, the greatest franchise in history. Nolan Ryan, 89, Bowman. These are the ones that are like a little bit bigger. So when it got shipped to me, it wasn't in a penny sleeve. It was in this, a top loader. And I was very surprised. Then I seen how big the damn card was, and I was like, oh, I remember. This is a cool little set. I saw these, so I picked up some of them. I tried to get more of them, but I just wasn't able to. Some other people bought them, but it's the living legend, Pete Rose. It's from Leaf 2001 or 2002. And they're in black and white. So gives them like an extra dimension, an extra flavor. Like these a lot. There's Charlie Hustle himself. So great card, great little subset. If I try to find some more of those, I might try to complete the set or just buy a whole set. There's a Frank Thomas. Score, traded, rookie, and it's in really good condition too, really good shape. I mean, the centering is spot on. As you can see, it's a little off on the back, just slightly from right to left, but nonetheless, beautiful card. The kid, Ken Griffey Jr. Now, mind you, I am balling on a budget. That's a very cool card. So all of these cards that you're looking at, including this stack of vintage cards that I got over here, I got all these cards for less than $10. It's just where I'm at financially right now, so I have to kind of scour the internet and get on eBay and look for some steals when I can get them. It's actually a very cool card right here. Nate from the Junkies would appreciate this more than anybody because I know he's just a fanatic with the bonds, but everything is embossed. It's got raised engravings on the card. Just a beautiful card, and it's an older card as well. It's not like a newer bonds insert. It's in the older one. So very cool looking card. I liked it a lot. This come from 2002, the National Pastime. Joe DiMaggio, and again has the gold leafing. Very, very cool picture in the black and white. Just a nice card. Glad to be able to pick it up for cheap. Kind of got my eye on this guy because he's in the Dodgers division, so we'll see what happens with him. Still young. I think he's like 24. So I got that at the whopping price of 1 cent. So I had to pick it up. And like I said, I've been following him a little bit because he plays for the Diamondbacks. So we'll see. Greg Maddux. This is from 2 years ago. Stadium Club. It's die cut, refractor. I don't know. It's not a number, but I don't know if there's like a print run number on this. But this is the one I probably paid the most for. Really, really cool card, and I was a big fan of the Braves in the 90s, so I love Greg Maddux. And then there's some Diamond Kings. Paul Goldschmidt. He's one of my favorite guys, and the more I get back into baseball, the more I want to kind of start PCing him. Just gets it done. So shout out to PC. Paul Goldschmidt getting it done. Still Dodgers all day, but you see how hard, as soon as I said Dodgers, that card jumped out of my hand. Yelich, Watched him in the World Baseball Classic, and since I've been back watching baseball, I have an appreciation for him. Just not a huge fan of his yet. He's still young, so we'll see what happens. But he's putting up some pretty good numbers again this year. Could be my favorite card that I got out of there. Again, big fan of the 90s cards from the Braves. PC Andrew Jones. I love David Justice inserts, and huge fans of the pitching staff. And then Chipper Jones, just one of the greatest third basemen ever in the game. Played shortstop too, I believe. Maybe third base his whole career. I'm thinking of A-Rod. Just filthy. Beautiful card. Got the gold and then the silver. It's from 98 SP. And then my mandatory pickups now, like anytime I get something, I'm going to get this guy's stuff. Even if it's cheap, base stuff. Beltre is going to get into the Hall, no doubt about it. 500 home runs, 3,000 hits for a pretty good average, and was healthy for a lot of years. So that's a cool card. This is like second, maybe third year in the league. I've had some videos earlier when I started getting back into collecting about 5 or 6 months ago when I started doing the videos. I talked about how much I really like these Topps Gold label cards, and this is just a beautiful card. Like it a lot of shine going on there. Yeah, so Beltre, Mando, and then this Black Diamond. It's a die cut, and it's just filthy. The camera work and the camera doesn't do it justice. It's just a beautiful card. Big fan of his, and Dodgers were stupid for letting him get away, but we're known for doing stuff like that. So beautiful card. Looks good in that white uniform, doesn't he? All right, y'all, so last one, and then I'm going to do a separate video with these vintage cards I got for a steal. Just couldn't believe. Again, I got all this stuff for under 10 bucks. This is a Joe Montana record breaker from the 88 Topps. Not a high value card, but just the centering and the shape that the card was in really spoke to me, and made me feel like, okay, I'll take another one of those. I had one already, but I got another one. I think a little corner wear right there, but other than that, really good looking card. And if you don't like the 49ers, you should appreciate Joe Montana, and if you don't, then to hell with you. So that's that, man. Shout out to everybody for collecting and keeping the hobby alive, and I love it, man. Every time I have a bad day or something ain't going my way, I can click on somebody's video or pick up some cards and look at them and transport me back to when I was a kid to a simpler time. All right? Stay on the grind. Never lose the hustle. And it's your boy. I'll see you when I see you.